Welcome to the desert and inside Chase Field in Phoenix. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. What do you have on him?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Pitch is in there, and the count is 1-1.
1-1. Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
1-1 now. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. That one missing inside.
2-2.
Left-hand batter waits. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Slings to first. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. They've had a great year offensively, as good an offensive team as you will find.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
That's in there, and it's 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And now it's going to be Babe Ruth. And that one hammered. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Hard hit left side. Whips it to Smith, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Dodgers go down quietly, and now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. This back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Clayton Kershaw. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So a man on base to start the inning. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side, fed it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So next is the designated hitter for the D-backs, Geraldo Perdomo. Kershaw checks on the runner, and he's back in there.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
In the dirt. Kershaw, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Next pitch in for a strike, and 1-1.
1-1.
Popped up. Robinson makes the grab, one down.
Batting third.
Let's take a look at our lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Corbin Carroll.
Big time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
Alan Trammell in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Now he breaks his bat. Throws to first. Now 2 away.
Batting fourth.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting one out of it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
In the dirt, but kept close. Marte with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Kershaw fires. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Ohtani going back, drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
This is Corbin Carroll.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Randall Grichuk.
That's a ball.
Carroll leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez settles underneath it, brings it in, and the inning is over. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the second inning. Second inning set to go. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Outside low, now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And Judge spoils that one. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Goes down looking.
A really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Out towards right center field, and it falls.
Batting 6, the shortstop.
Man at first with one gone. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Tommy Edman.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a nice 11-game hitting streak.
Swinging a foul out of play. That one missed. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Man at first, one away. To the right side, but it kicks foul.
Sit him down.
This one in the air. Smith in position. And there's 2 down. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
The left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. His first homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-2.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series. Chases the changeup in the dirt. On to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back here in the desert, bottom of the second, digging in, Pavin Smith. Smith matched a homer in his last game. There's a strike. Check swing, but he went too far. That is strike two.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though. Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Now, Gabriel Moreno. And ball one. The next offering misses. And the count now 2-0. Tied up here in the early going. Ripped on a line. Judge makes the catch for the out. 2 down. Jordan Lawler stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. No hits over his last 5 games.
That's in there. That's strike one.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Next pitch misses way outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. That one misses in the dirt. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On the ground at first. Freeman takes it himself, and Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Gallen back to work. Ball one, no strikes. Smith will handle the catching duties in this one. 29 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Headed down the line. Carroll hustling after it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Moreno down to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
He just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Grounded out his first time up. And that one fouled off. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. And that one upstairs, ball one.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Outside. The count now 2-2.
2-2.
Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And next for LA, Jackie Robinson. Right through there for a strike.
It's 0-1.
That one the other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back here at Chase Field, and now Jake McCarthy.
The left fielder, Jake McCarthy.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. One down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Geraldo.
Now here is Geraldo Perdomo. Line drive. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Trammell in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Judge makes the grab. And that is that. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. And this game is still tied at 2-2. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Babe Ruth. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And he chases that one below the zone. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off. Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Freddie Freeman now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one lifted to left. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Tommy Edman at the plate. He popped out his first time.
Tommy Edman.
Judge on the run. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Ready to go, bottom 4. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Ketel Marte.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And that one pulled foul. Kershaw deals. And it's fouled off. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And that's a double.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and they might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
At the plate, Corbin Carroll. First pitch, and he just misses. And a foul ball. In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. Marte scores. It's 3-2.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it cost your team a run.
Here's the center fielder, Randall Gritchen. Flying to left his first time. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
On the ground, and foul ball. Carroll at second with nobody out. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Man at second. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's a strikeout looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Next to hit for Arizona, Pavin Smith. Struck out swinging his first time. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Uh-oh, throw goes to second. That one off the mark, and it's 2-1.
This situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
One away with a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first, and now 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
So up next, Gabriel Moreno. 0 for 1 so far. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 4-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Kind of just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
And now Jordan Lawler. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. This to third. Zips it to first. And that is the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Diamondbacks 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the power speed combo. In there at the knees.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
In the air out towards right center. Gritchick makes a nice running catch.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Hernandez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Muncy in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Stays alive. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1.
You know, these D-backs really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They're hitting over 600 in this game with runners in scoring position, and clearly that's leading to a lot of runs. Their clutch hitting has been excellent.
Number 2, designated hitter.
Man at first, nobody out. And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Now pitching.
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Luis Garcia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. Edman flashes the leather on the running catch.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Alan Trammell.
Now here is Alan Trammell. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That missed by a lot. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one ripped. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well, it certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Here's Ketel Marte. Runner takes off. He swings and fouls one off.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Runner goes again. Here's a high chopper. He takes it on his own. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Ball one there.
1-0.
And that one a little below the knees. 2-0. Trammell stands at second with 2 gone. The other way. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. and welcome back to the ballpark. The batter now will be Will Smith. Gallen back to work. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting, right fielder,
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Having a lot more success on the road this season.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that one is lifted in the air. Squeezes it. One away. And up next for Los Angeles, Jackie Robinson. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Inside. And it's 1-0. Robinson goes 5 feet 11 inches, 205 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
That's it.
Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-0. A little bit low.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The Dodgers trailing by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that drops in for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Got him looking. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Now it's the DH, Babe Ruth. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kevin Ginkel up and throwing. Martinez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1. They trail at 5-2. Back here in the desert, stepping in, Randall Grichuk.
The center fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Right through there for a strike. Line drive, caught.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the first baseman.
Now it's going to be Pavin Smith. 0 for 2 in this one. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. One down, base is empty. That one hammered left field. Hernandez drop step going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, catcher, Gabriel.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him, Gabriel Moreno. And that skips in the dirt. finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Fires over to first. Inning over. Back here at Chase Field, Aaron Judge at the plate.
Number 99, Aaron Judge.
And Judge spoils that one. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. And here's Freddie Freeman. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
The changeup missing, and the count 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The D-backs leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that's a base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield.
So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Kevin Ginkel.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Now a chance for Tommy Edman. And that's in there for strike 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Fouled off. He was late.
Strike him out.
Pitch misses. Now 1-2.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking, that's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw into third, and the throw's offline, safe at third. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit. And a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat. But, man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over. So it's there, at least in the back of your mind.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat. And that is out of play. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Teoscar goes down on strikes.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Here's Max Muncy. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Freeman on third. Edman at first. 2 out of the inning.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Hard hit, right side. Marte throws to first in time. They get the out on Muncy. Third out. Dodgers strand a couple. And the deficit remains 5-2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The third baseman, Jordan.
So they turn to their closer, Andres Munoz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Just off the outside edge, and that's ball one. Munoz, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer. This one swung on and hit well, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The left fielder, number 31,
Jake McCarthy now at the plate. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. Swing and a ball popped up. Robinson makes the play, and that is that. So they go quietly there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 5. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Justin Martinez. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Will Smith to the plate. 1 for 2. First pitch, not close.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The 1-1. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's outside. And a swing and a miss. And now one away.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. And a foul ball. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Not close with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 and 2 is the count.
And that's down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and it's 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Two down, nobody on. That misses. And that's ball 2. And that one ripped into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The shortstop, Alan Trammell.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Robinson on the run. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal block. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
And here is Ketel Marte. And first offering is fouled off. Fouled off left side. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And they'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Close, but call the ball. Ball 2.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That's the third, and it stays fair.
Just a great at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now at the plate, Corbin Carroll. Runner takes off. Throw to second, and he's out.
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
And that one in the air center field. Judge has it sized up. And that is the third out of the inning.
Now pitching.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Raleigh Fingers.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Ruth leading things off and takes a strike. That one pushed to the left and foul. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
And ball 1 to Judge. And that drops in for a strike. Hit in the air, right field. Puts it away for the out.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So last chance for the Dodgers. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Raleigh, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and they traded for him earlier this year. Raleigh is just 1 strike away. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He's got it, ball game. And the Diamondbacks even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.